off the discus lariat.
The huge suplex.
Hi there. You knew I was waiting. Welcome to Thoughts Count Anywhere. Aaron Phillips, Scott Hosey, Matt Mullen, Jason Piper in the steel cage, and you, the viewer and listener. Thank you for watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. We got a big show tonight. We got a lot going on. Fallout from Extreme Rules, updates, news, everything going on in the wrestling world. Lots of stuff happening. Before we get around the table, you know what we got to do right now. You got to write down these phone numbers, 702-393-32. I'm back from vacation. So they're right there on the screen. Can I get this right now? Look, right there. See, look, I did it right.
Oh, he got it.
I got it right. Look at that.
Do you need some help?
I do.
Okay.
Listen, I'm still on vacation, dude. Don't I look good for vacation? I mean, this is good.
Yeah,
Look,
you look good.
my goatee is nice and looking
Great.
good. 702-329-6947. 702-329-6947. 855-502-4321. Hey, tweet us. Says live tweet will show up on the screen, and we will address it using hashtag ThoughtsCountAnywhere. And yes, there is a tweet out there from yours truly. And of course, as always, we are monitoring the chat rooms and watch parties. Please feel free to start your own watch party. Spread the news. Share the links. Gentlemen, I got to ask you a question. Did you miss me last week? Because I'm...
You were gone?
Man.
Oh, that's right. They had the other host because that host fired the other two hosts.
Oh, yeah.
My mic is not working.
His mic is not on. Try now. No, we lost him again? All right, hold on. We'll get it fixed.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yell louder.
That means you're fired too.
Yeah,
3 for 4.
we're having a little difficulties with the steel cage mic. We will get it fixed, I promise you, before we go too much further. All right, hey, listen, you know what I normally like to do is, also looks like the video may be stuck or something because I don't see it moving on my phone, gentlemen. So I don't know if we're having trouble with the feed or hopefully anybody's still seeing us. Okay, well.
Just came back on.
Did
Yeah.
it? Okay, well, mine is still showing. I'll have to jump out and start again. So, guys, how was your week since I last seen yous?
Toasty.
That's good English, isn't it? Toasty? Toasty was 119 down in Lake Havasu.
Between having to walk outside on Fremont, then wearing a mask to breathe your own hot air, it's been lovely.
Yeah.
Well, I want to send a shout out to people listening in or watching and listening in the chat room. We got
Say
Linda,
hello.
we got Angelica, we got Amy, we got Chris, we got Thomas Burnett, and I'm assuming Chief will be in sometime soon.
Well, somebody better tell him I brought the belt in for him. Isn't this what he's been clamoring about?
He's actually waiting outside, and I have a striped shirt.
That's
on
okay.
underneath
Is
this.
that what's in that box?
Yeah.
Of course, this past weekend, we know what we're going to talk about and get our thoughts in on there. A lot going on in the world of pro wrestling. Rey Mysterio, can he see us now? I don't know if he can watch.
Too soon?
Really?
Not from the right side, at least.
No, that's right. That's right. Are you working yet?
Does that mean he could be like NASCAR, only
Just
turn
keep
to the
driving.
left?
Man. Was it his right or left? I don't remember now. My goodness gracious. But anyway,
I think
so
it
we
was his right.
was it his right eye?
Yeah,
I think.
so he can't pit, is what you're trying to say.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, again, if you're watching us on Facebook, we thank you, but we are also on YouTube. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, Twitch, GoLive.Vegas website, and of course, we actually have someone hanging out in studio with us who's checking out what
Yeah,
we do
okay.
here.
Him?
We know he downloaded the mobile app, Go Live Vegas, so we got some folks hanging out with us. We have mind control.
Hello, hello, hello.
Wow, but now I don't hear us so much.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Everybody up here now sounds like we're as distant as could be.
Yes.
And why is my phone video freezing up? I don't know why that is happening.
Yeah,
but
same here.
It's like whatever weird stuff's been happening around Aaron's house and now
I'm
moved
telling
its
you.
way to the studio.
Ghost stories
Yep.
aplenty. So I have no feed on my phone other than, of course, I'm seeing the chat room, but I'm not seeing the picture. So hopefully everybody's still watching us somewhere. Anyway, all right. So what do you say we get started? It's frozen. You see it's frozen there? It's the same picture I have here.
On the phone, it's frozen, but on the computer,
All right, as long as we're good on the computer, who cares about the phone? All right. I Hear Voices, gentlemen. Let us get started with the first one. Jason, why don't you get us started with the first one there on I Hear Voices, sir?
Rumor is Braun Strowman could come back to SmackDown with a new evolved gimmick since The Fiend got to him, which seems to be the trend with The Fiend beats someone.
So, first of all, I didn't like, to me, the whole Swamp match was kind of curious to begin with in that ending, but give me your thoughts, Jason, on what kind of gimmick could Braun Strowman be freshened up with? I mean, what else can they be doing unless they turn him?
That'd be the only thing that they can do with him, because the monster among men is a thing with Braun that is just so catchy and so big that you really can't put him as a softie. I mean, there were stuff in that match with the Swamp, especially Alexa Bliss, Sister Abigail. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a nice piece.
Matt like that.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
That was my favorite part of the pay-per-view.
Of course.
So it could go either way, but I mean, Braun has to stay the monster among men. He can't be anybody else. He really can't.
Maybe
I agree
give
with
some
that.
personality.
So let's go with that. What else could they do with his personality as a new gimmick? Or what else could they do? They've had him as a heel when he first came in. They've turned him more times than the Big Show, I would think. So what's left to do?
You
Right?
should just make him like the Silent Hulk type. He just doesn't say anything and just beats the crap out of everybody.
Yeah. Scott?
Comes back as Jason Voorhees because that's the whole thing resembled to me.
Okay. So not much love around here for the Braun Strowman turn, possibly, but we'll see what happens this week. Matt, take us to the next topic.
All right. Vince cut the segment from Extreme Rules. Apparently, they filmed a more gruesome ending to the eye for an eye match. They kept it PG and can barely see what the
can
eye
barely see?
was. Yeah, Mysterio's got an issue now.
Well, per our producer, it was real.
Well,
And-
No, CNN tells always the truth, right?
Yeah, right.
and that was
CNN.
and that was reported by Abraham Lincoln. Anyway,
So does TMZ.
yes. So, but here's the thing: if it were me and I had my eyeball gouged out, I would have think there'd have been a lot more blood and a lot more screaming. I mean, he was trying to scream going up the ramp, but I mean, come on. So
High threshold of pain. Or
does this mean Dominic now is going to come back on a platform to go after Seth for hurting his father? Is that how we're going to get Dominic in the ring?
I don't see it happening.
Would it be the blind leading the blind
Yes.
in that match?
Wow.
He's got an eye on the storyline somewhere.
They're going to repackage Rey Mysterio with the Cyclops. Come on now, that's the ultimate. They're thinking about Braun, but they really need to do Rey.
No. The new Ultimate Edition Ray. Eye included. Removable eye included.
Eye accessories.
I think it's time to ring the bell. Go to the next topic.
I love our casting couch guest. He's just sitting there going, "Oh, good God."
That's right. This is what I want to do. Are you kidding me? All right, Scott, take the next
With
one.
ratings as low as they've ever been on Monday Night Raw, as small of a rumor, but can you see USA canceling Monday Night Raw? I don't see that happening. It's their flagship station, and it is still the highest rated show on that network, even though the ratings for the individual show has sucked.
Yeah, it's still their highest rated show. They don't have much as far as original content.
How many times
They
can you
seem-
watch Law and Order, and it's probably going to get yanked? So
Well, Matt, you said the Titan Games was a higher rating than Raw.
Yeah, it's on the thing later, so I guess we'll get to it now. But
Vince needs to make that phone
the
call.
Rock's
Hey, can
new
you come
show,
back?
Titan Games, beat Raw by 2 million viewers.
Yeah, and you guys may have said this, but the main event Monday night didn't do anything for ratings at the end, right?
No, and
Big Show in Orton.
no, absolutely not. And realistically, I think a lot of it has to do with the backstage, the producers, that they're not developing talent, they're not developing the characters like they should. The only character that's really being developed right now is down in NXT, and we all know who that is.
Who?
Yes.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Our producer needs to put up Matt on it. Okay, Matt, can you do that again? Yeah, I think everybody knows who's the birthday boy last week was.
TikTok.
And yeah,
TikTok.
that's the only
right.
character they're really developing. If you look at it on literally all three shows, they are not trying to write a script or a storyline that fits anybody. And if it doesn't work within the first 10 minutes, they change it.
Yeah, I think that's par for the course. I mean, that seems to be they'll throw it out there for a week or two, and the next thing you know, similar to the hacker on SmackDown. Where did that storyline go? I mean, it was out there for
Gone.
2 months. Now all the speculation of it being Ali, and I know it's on the sheet for later, but we know now it's not Ali on SmackDown, don't we? So, all right, next topic. Matt, take us into the next one, sir. This is since it's your favorite person.
Rumor is Tessa Blanchard demanded $150,000 to return the Impact World title back to that stupid company.
Obviously,
I
this is
have
a no
one-
holds
I have-
barred episode here.
I have
folks.
2 words, or sometimes people say it's one. Bullshit.
True that.
That was a straight one word.
However you want to spell it.
He didn't even take a breath in between the
Yeah.
syllable.
Nope.
For all of us that know Tessa, and I think everybody in the studio knows her, I know her very well. I know the entire family. Bullshit.
Yeah. Well, rumors are as they are, right?
Yep, that's why they're rumors.
So
It's a
that's
complete rumor.
the reported rumor. 702-329-6947. If you're within the United States, give us a call. 855-502-4321. International, we'll take those calls. Hashtag us. Thoughts Count Anywhere on Twitter. Your tweet will show up live on the screen. We could share it. We'd love to do that. And of course, you can always put your comments into the chat room, so we're all monitoring them. Okay, anything else on the rumor mill that we did not touch on? I think we covered those topics, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
Are
you
we
know,
getting ready to go to commercial?
yes, I think we
So
are.
when we go to the commercial, can I open the box?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You want to send us a commercial so you can time to open the box?
No, I want to do it on because I need to see your reaction. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. I'm not really sure anymore. I think we got Let's Make a Deal. We're taking box number 1 during the break.
Absolutely.
So don't go anywhere because we got a whole WWE report coming up right after this. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. For all your sports collectibles in Las Vegas, stop by Power Play Sports Collectibles in the Boulevard Mall. Power Play has a large selection of items from all your favorite teams, specializing in the Vegas Golden Knights, Las Vegas Raiders, and pro wrestling. Power Play Sports Collectibles has an online store if you prefer the online shopping experience, plus they ship worldwide. So if you're looking for that sports collectible for yourself or that special someone, check out Power Play Sports Collectibles online at www.powerplaysportscards.com or at the Boulevard Mall.
Old world recipes, old world style, old world taste. Burnt Offerings at 3909 West Sahara Avenue is where the old world meets Las Vegas for a dining experience like no other. Burnt Offerings, where foodies dine.
Hey, welcome back to Thoughts Count Anywhere. Aaron, Scott, Matt, Jason, Aaron E. behind the board, and you are great fan nation out there. Oh, I kind of segued there, didn't I? It's called a cheap prop. No. It was out there.
Pop.
I can't say universe. That word's already taken. Viewers? They're more than viewers. What do you want to call our viewers, our
Family.
fans? Family. Hey, I want to thank you. Welcome to the family. You know what I'm saying?
That was so bad.
When
I
you
know.
start your car, can you let me get down the street first?
Exactly. Exactly. If your car's beeping on the way out and you're not turned it on, you know you're in trouble. Anyway, we got a lot going on, believe it or not. And coming up next is the WWE report, but are we doing that first? I think-
Sure.
all right. So Scott's got something good. Do I need to turn the camera around so
You
people...
know, you could do that.
because-
Or you can just put me on camera that the ratings will go up or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, screw that.
Oh, you got a camera on them
Wow.
already.
Okay.
You got
yeah.
a camera.
So
Hashtag Thoughts Count Anywhere.
yeah, Power Play Sports Collectibles
Yes.
got a new item in yesterday.
Oh.
For all the wrestling fans, so I had Jason bring it down.
I'm afraid.
Yes. For all those interested, it will be on sale tomorrow. A boot,
A boot.
full boot. Obviously, it's full wrestling boot. Signed by. Oh God.
Ric Flair.
Yes, Ric Flair.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So we have wrestling boots, not just the.
Well,
photos.
wait a minute. All right. I do want to tell you,
Okay.
I want to show the signature. So I'm going to just kind of
All right, let's do it.
hold the camera there and see if we get some of the glare out of the way.
It's
there.
also certified.
There we
Don't
go.
don't knock over my Starbucks. It's certified by JSA.
There you go. Look at
Has
that.
a sticker somewhere on there. I
Yeah,
think,
right there on the
yeah,
heel.
yeah.
There you go. Look
Yeah.
at that.
I thought it was very nice, very interesting to have brought into the store here. So once again,
Is there? You said there's a COA in there?
yep, certificate of authenticity but from JSA, which is one of the top authentication
Yeah.
companies in the country.
Heck yeah.
It'll be
Wow.
on sale tomorrow. Jason will be there
How come you didn't open it with a white glove on your hand or something?
because
I
it's
mean,
in a plastic bag. So
Yeah, but that plastic bag, since his boot was in there, may have value on the inside.
let's go to the WWE report, please. Matt, since we're ignoring Aaron, since he's still on vacation, obviously,
Oh my goodness.
I'll just run the show like
I don't
last
want to
week.
come out of
Yeah,
the
okay.
lake. Okay.
Oh, then you'll turn into Braun Strowman, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Get these hands.
Wow, that was
Hey,
Pretty
stop.
pitiful.
Listen, that microphone wasn't working before. I can make that happen again.
okay, and I'm scared. Why?
Okay,
You're wearing a belt. You could be taken down.
we'll see.
4-on-1, and we already got the bell.
So people out there, because it's now highlighted and Aaron's missing it, you can watch us live on Facebook
No, I
Live.
said that
You
at the
did?
beginning. Yes, I
Okay.
did.
Can you really watch us live now?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
But worst case scenario, download the Go Live Vegas mobile app and at least hear us.
Yes.
So,
WWE report. Matt, take it away.
Kairi Sane wrapped up with WWE at the tapings this week. She's going to be heading back to Japan. I guess she's newly married and another company wants her. So she'll be in Japan. She'll be on Raw next week because they've already taped it
right.
for the Sasha-Asuka match coming up.
I thought she was going to be an ambassador back there, that WWE was going to keep her under contract as an ambassador overseas.
I guess they didn't offer her enough money
Oh.
because she turned it down
Did
and
she
she's
really? Okay.
gone.
All right. Didn't know that. All right. Well, there you go. All right. Did she really make that much of an impact to make it worth anything? I mean,
Maybe an impact, but that was about it.
Yeah, right. At least in NXT for sure. NXT, she certainly made something happen, but she got injured and stuff, and that probably derailed her if nothing else. But okay, next topic. Jason, take us to the next topic.
Extreme Rules recap. Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro defeated the New Day in a tables match to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
Yeah.
Bayley defeated Nikki Cross to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. Boo. Seth Rollins defeated Rey Mysterio. Rey lost an eye.
And the match.
In the match. Sasha Banks won in a controversial fashion, beating Asuka with the help of Bayley, putting on a ref shirt and counting the fall. McIntyre defeated Dolph Ziggler in an Extreme Rules match, only for...
Dolph Ziggler.
What?
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 Only for
Dolph to retain?
no.
You mean Drew to retain?
Drew
You
to
know what
retain.
the hell it meant.
Hey, man, you're the one writing this stuff.
He had a long day.
He had a long
Be nice
day,
to one
yes.
another. That's all we have is
Bray
each
Wyatt,
other.
Bray Wyatt defeated Braun Strowman in a swamp fight. And you know the rest.
Now, I want to start with Asuka's match. Asuka and Sasha Bayley. I thought that match was off the charts. But the most stupidest ending to that match, why did it have to end in such stupidity that way? All right, granted, the green mist, okay, that I've... But ripping the shirt off and now the title's being withheld for Stephanie to come on and say they're going to meet next Monday night. Why?
Bad Stigler. Don't. Spot on perfect.
Yes, it was.
That literally came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It popped me. I was like, whoa.
I mean,
all right.
the loud slap that, for the people in the know, but they both literally they hit a home run with that
I
move
think
right
so.
there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. So that was good. Rollins and Mysterio, all right, we know the ending and all of that. I was not overly impressed with the match itself myself. I thought maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it maybe a 7 at best for me.
The match looked boring. Like, the match,
Yeah.
it just didn't have... You put so much hype into this match, and it didn't live to that hype.
Right.
That match was kind of like the Titanic. It's like you're waiting for the iceberg in
The
the,
boat
Titanic,
sank?
and now you're waiting for like the eye to come out. That's all anybody cared about.
Yeah.
I love our guest right now.
Are you being critiqued while you're on the phone?
No, I'm not.
Just making sure.
I got critiqued after I got off the phone yesterday by somebody.
bet you
But
did.
it was a positive critique.
Okay,
It
sure.
was a good critique. No, I agree. The match I thought was flat, and I expected more out of that match. I think we all expected Dominic to get involved somewhere in that match somehow, other than just to come out and just
Carry his dad.
carry his dad out. I mean, I think we all expected that, so I think there was a little letdown there. I think overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, before we go into some of the other matches, what was your thoughts on the overall pay-per-view itself?
It was a horror show from start to finish.
So that would be what?
And then they followed it up with a horrible Monday Night Raw. Where does Seth and
Murphy.
not Murphy, but
Oh, Aleister Black?
Aleister Black, where does that come out from? It's just like
Humberto Carrillo.
they
and
should have had this
Alistair
Ray's
and-
son come out and confront Seth or something of that nature,
And-
they missed the boat. I mean,
Well, not only did they miss the boat on that, they're using Aleister Black so bad. Like, his character is so much more...
he had the dark image
Yeah.
before with the whole quasi Undertaker coming out of the smoke and things like that, and he could have carried that on, But yeah, he's now a jobber.
Coming off of, Scott, what you just said about Undertaker, I talked with Matt and I were talking about this. It looks like Bray is becoming the new Undertaker of WWE. With the way his mentality is of getting in the head and the mind of people like Taker did.
Oh, okay. I can see that with the whole Fiend and things like. Okay. But
I don't want to see the Fiend though become a second Undertaker.
No.
I want to make. I hope that the characters stay separate.
Right.
But yes, the mind game stuff is an excellent point because we all knew the Fiend had to have popped in somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I think we'd all agree with that. I expected to see alligators. I expected to see a true swamp activity. The theatrics of Braun beating on himself, I thought was an interesting little twist. And of course, as we talked about before, I think the pinnacle of that whole match was Alexa coming out of Sister Abigail in that sequence.
Yeah.
Will that mean something that maybe her, Nikki Cross, may be done down the line and we'll see her align as Sister Abigail? Listen, the identity of a Sister Abigail has been up for discussion for, what, the last 2-3 years? 4 or 5 years, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to bring that around. Who knows?
Stephanie McMahon would make a better Sister Abigail.
She looked good on the Undertaker crucifix years ago, didn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Jericho's comment.
Oh, yes.
Let's show a before and after pictures.
Exactly.
Look at the work that was done here.
That's when you need the John Madden teleprompter.
Yes.
Anyway, anything else out of, Bailey and Nikki Cross? Your thoughts on that? I mean,
I think it was a foregone conclusion Bailey was going to win because he figured that it was hyped so much that Bailey and Sasha were like going to be double champs. He's kind of assumed it was going to happen.
right.
And I already don't like Bailey, so I can care less.
I know
but
you've never been in her corner, which is fine.
She's
But-
not the nicest person to fans, so she just
Sasha
doesn't
ain't
deserve
nice
it.
either, but still Sasha Banks. So
Yeah.
But she was as the hugger, right?
No, she was still.
She was still.
Think so?
I think I told you when I was in Knoxville last year, a little bit before this time, and staying at the exact same hotel. I was on for different, there for a different reason, and didn't even know Raw was in town until I look over and Ricochet's at the bar, have it. So I
Right.
go over and, we start talking, and Bailey and Sasha are sitting on the other side of the bar and wouldn't even give Ricochet the time of day. And they don't have to be nice to me,
Right.
But the other boys and you always are friendly. It's that locker room mentality, and what it is just total disrespect. So
We were referring to that, but I don't want to put him up.
no,
Not No, I know you do, but I think after with some of the communication with the
Yes.
with Connecticut and Stanford, we'll just leave it alone.
Yes.
For right now.
we are a PG show.
That's right. All right. Anything else out of Extreme Rules that we want to touch on? What were your thoughts on the tag match, the opening with the New Day and stuff?
that spot with the double table, that
Crazy,
was
wasn't
pretty
it?
awesome.
Yeah. I thought it was a good opening match. I thought it set a good tone.
And then it dropped.
And
from
then
there.
it died after that. But you know what? When you have those 4 guys, first of all, again, why Cesaro's never been on a strong singles run, crazy. I don't understand. Mine or on the picture? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. But
And you wonder why I check what he gets sent out.
I know, exactly. I just thought, listen, those 4 guys are tremendous. Out of those 4, you've got how would you rank them in terms of ability? Who would you put as top? Who would be your number 1?
Kofi's already proven what he could do, but Cesaro needs to be up there.
I agree. Cesaro, they've missed the boat with him as well. Your thoughts?
Like rank those 4 as far as like best single.
Yeah, how would you rank it? Because look, they're all great on their own. I think. Okay, we know, like you said, Kofi's had his chance, and that's a great point. It'll be a while before we see him come back up. So let's rank.
Mine would be Shinsuke, Kofi, Cesaro, Big E.
Really?
Why would you
Okay.
put Cesaro third?
Because Shinsuke is probably like one of the best wrestlers on the planet.
I was going to agree with Matt because,
Yeah.
they've mismanaged him. Okay, I'm Asian descent.
Right.
You don't need to play that with Asuka and him and the music. If you had New Japan, Shinsuke, freaking awesome.
If they
Right.
would ever unleash like the New Japan Shinsuke on
Yeah.
WWE, they still even haven't done that.
I mean, he's a great talent, and they're wasting him. And then Asuka with the screaming and stuff like that. It's stereotype. Let's not do that. Let's just go with her abilities, because when she was in NXT, she kicked ass.
Right. No, I agree with
And
that.
since then,
Sure.
it's just been nothing.
Sure, I agree with that. The thing with Nakamura, as we know, as is tradition with McMahon, he usually doesn't push people's gimmicks that were successful in other promotions. He wants to make them in his own mold, right?
Times are changing, Batman.
I know, but he doesn't. That's the thing. That's why we're still seeing crappy storylines, and why NXT, in my opinion, I think we could probably take the consensus here, of the three brands, is probably to date the most successful one right now. Would you not agree?
I agree.
Oh, definitely.
So what does that tell you about how they're running the quote unquote main roster, even though all three rosters are supposed to be on par?
So
Chief is in the house, by the way. Chief, I got.
It's about
Can you go to
time.
the wide shot, please? Chief.
Even when we were talking to Davari when we were doing the signing.
just don't slap your belly like that. You look like Kamala.
That's what I was thinking. But I wanted to
Looks
show
like
Chief.
it too, but that's okay.
Even when we were talking to Davari over, like, during the signing,
Yeah.
he was saying that he wanted to go over to NXT when he was still a producer because on Raw or SmackDown, they changed the script like 3 or 4 times during that day.
Right. Even
And he
right
said
up to
with
the show
NXT,
starts,
It
right?
seems like the script's done Monday, and when you come in like Thursday or Wednesday, whenever they did it, it was still the same exact script. So they're more like settled in and know what they're doing in NXT.
Right on.
I think the last thing that we actually really saw as far as Shinsuke is concerned is him and AJ Styles
Yeah.
with the match that was just unbelievable with AJ and him.
Yeah, when he
If you want
turned
an
and-
even crazier match, watch their match from New Japan.
No,
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that, and I did before that one.
Yeah.
And it was, there's not a match that those two guys could not have that you wouldn't go, oh my God. Like,
True that.
702-329-6947 is our local number. Give us your take on Extreme Rules. If you're out of the country, 855-502-4321. They're right below me there. You can see them. You can send us a live tweet, hashtag ThoughtsCountAnywhere. We'd love to see it pop up on the screen. Chat room is cool, but we really would love to hear your voice, true voice, and get your true thoughts. Also, you notice a QR code that's up on the screen there. If you put your QR code scanner up either during the live show or, of course, during playback, it'll take it right to our website, which is what?
ThoughtsCountAnywhere.com.
And you'll see what a great job. Why do I hear chuckling behind me?
because you're not pointing to it, and I'm just waiting to see if you're going to get it right.
No, I'm not. You notice where my hands are down. I'm not pointing to it because he's got it on the
Hands
screen.
above
right-
the table, please. Thank you. Especially if I'm sitting next to you.
Well, there's 6 feet between us. You got nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Anyway, if you scan the QR code, it'll take you to the website. And kudos to Mr. Matt because he's been our webmaster on the site and has done a yeoman's job in building this thing and getting all the news and links and everything up there that's accessible and necessary for Thoughts Count Anywhere to do our thing. So great job to Matt on the website. Check it out when you can. Give us a call, 702-329-6947. With that, shall we take a bottom of the hour break?
Sure.
All right. Matt
Happy
says
birthday, Shawn Michaels. That covers one.
so. We'll be back right after this.
Damas y caballeros, I am Ricardo Rodriguez, and I want every single person out there to watch my very favorite show, Thoughts Count Anywhere, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m.
Old world recipes, old world style, old world taste. Burnt Offerings at 3909 West Sahara Avenue is where the old world meets Las Vegas for a dining experience like no other. Burnt Offerings, where foodies dine.
Looking to advertise your small business at a low cost? Do you need your commercial designed or actually produced for you? Advertise on two of the hottest shows on the internet, Power Play Sports Collectibles and Thoughts Count Anywhere. Both shows with getting over 40,000 views per week for only one low cost. For more information,
Hi, welcome back to Thoughts Count Anywhere. Hey, by the way, we do want to acknowledge that apparently there's some folks out there having some issues with Facebook feed. Of course, if you have one of those people, you don't know what I'm saying right now. But there are some issues apparently with Facebook. It's not everybody, so just bear with it. YouTube, we are not working on YouTube right now, but all the other platforms such as GoLive.Vegas, the GoLive mobile app, Twitter, Periscope, what am I forgetting? Twitch, all are working fine. So we're still out there on multiple platforms. Just find the one that's working best for you. So anyway, so we are back. Next topic on the bullet point list, sir. Let's go, Matt. Take one.
Rey Mysterio is negotiating a new contract with WWE. I hope it includes vision insurance.
No, he gets half off for the policy. Anyway.
Patch included.
Patch included. I guess you don't have to put the eye drops in his eye to see. Anyway. Okay, boy. We really came out of the box poor on this show, going after the eyeball.
We're having fun.
Yeah, we
though.
are. No,
Yeah.
we are. Usually takes us a half a show
Who
before
wants
we
to
go
watch
off
a
the rails.
serious podcast?
Obviously,
No one
obviously
ever.
nobody.
Especially after how bad horror show was this past week.
Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. This is not a podcast.
It's a show.
It's a show. It's a
I want to
pod-
shout out to Howard Brody out there. He will be our guest next week here on Thoughts Count Anywhere.
And tell everybody who Mr. Brody is.
My friend.
It's the only one he's got. It's an easy Christmas card
Howard
list.
Brody used to be in charge of NWA, also Ring Warriors recently, and also was involved in the Cauliflower Alley Club with me on the board of directors.
Right on.
Yep.
So he's
Good
gonna,
guy all around.
So he's going to come on and talk about the good old days of wrestling, NWA,
Wrestling.
things like that. Today's wrestling, whatever you connive him into talking about.
Exactly.
All right.
Excellent, Smithers.
Next topic.
Yes.
MVP, Lashley Shelton forming a new nation of
You
domination.
missed the other one. I was so excited about the previous one.
You said it beforehand.
No, my favorite HBK match. I have 6 of them I need to talk about.
Oh, see, you threw me off when you talked about his birthday.
You were set up there, just so you know.
I'll take the MVP one.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
can start with Shawn Michaels,
Okay.
though. Let's do that one first.
Go ahead. So start
Got-
with Shawn Michaels.
Start with Shawn Michaels.
I have to say Flair versus Shawn WrestleMania.
The
just
retirement?
the retirement match.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But he had a lot of other. I can't do it.
I have to say Shawn versus Undertaker.
Awesome.
Good versus evil.
Absolutely. I was there live for it. It was off the chain.
Right on. Matt?
I would have to go with Iron Man match from WrestleMania 12.
60 minutes, right?
Yeah, like 62 and a half.
Give or take.
I'm going to say my favorite match was the championship match in Montreal.
the screw job?
Brett agrees with you.
I know. Well, our producer knows the Hart family, so I figured I would curry favor that way with this one. So
Yeah, sure, okay.
no, listen. There's
Other Canadians like that one too much.
send your
Eh?
emails. You know what? There's a great thing about Shawn Michaels. He's a great performer, but you have the serious side per se when, like the Flair match and all that. But he was a totally different, fun person with DX. I mean, him and
He grew
Triple
up.
H.
He grew up with DX.
Right.
Early on, he was a complete asshole in the back room, and it was. I think it was Taker said he had to
Yes.
take him and
Yep.
basically, slap him around a
and
little
Taker
bit.
talked about that
Yeah,
on the last ride.
Exactly, and Shawn grew up.
Yeah.
So
Once he
Yeah.
came back and found Jesus, he
Well-
came back as like a born again Christian.
Yeah,
And
turned his life completely around. Yeah, absolutely. But he would listen. My funniest moments, I remember watching him and Triple H doing the Vince McMahon and Shawn McMahon thing as DX. I mean, come on,
yeah,
that was some funny stuff. And how they can turn it on from being that character within the DX formation, and then the consummate professionals in the ring in terms of performance is tremendous.
Don't
So-
forget when he did with Sergeant Slaughter, every time Slaughter would be talking, he had the face mask with the
chin and-
windshield wipers.
Oh, that's right. Good, right. That's right. Because the Sarge had a little issue. He would not go over well in this day and age. Anyway.
mask required.
And
Just saying.
tarps and okay. Anyway, MVP. Let's go back to that. Let me just say before you go into, I don't like what they've done with the belt. I don't like that they've cast Apollo Crews aside, unless it's. I'm sure it's a work injury, not injury. But why is he not showing up? He didn't show up on Raw and all of that.
It's
Is
come
he
out.
legitimately hurt?
No,
He's
it's
got coronavirus.
It's COVID.
Is it? He tested positive.
Tested positive.
Yeah.
Yes.
See what you miss when you're on vacation.
Which realistically, if you think about it, with all the guys in the back, and they have the crowd all 6 feet apart.
Right.
But I really think they need to take some time off. I know Vince doesn't want to break the snap the streak of live shows. They're not
Right.
even live now.
Take a
Just
hiatus.
take a hiatus right now because you're risking some of your best talent.
Oh, there. There it is. All right, get that off of there before we get in trouble.
Both of them with long hair.
Yeah, this is both of them with hair.
Yes.
Period.
Wow.
Well, no.
Coming
Hunter's-
from you?
Right. I know where to speak. I know from whence to speak. Are you kidding? I know that. All right. I have no idea where I was going. Oh, Nation
New
of Domination. Listen, if they're going to strip him the title because he's sick, let's do the right thing and have a tournament or have a match, not just MVP walk out with this thing and say he's the champ. But go ahead, let's talk about the new potential Nation of Domination.
There's no replacing the original Nation of Domination. The Rock, as the leader, you cannot compare him as far as mic skills goes. There's nobody that can touch The Rock on mic skills. Well,
I'd agree with that to an extent, yeah.
I mean,
Not MVP.
oh, absolutely not. And then, of course,
Brock Lesnar? You were gonna take a drink of
I
water
was
at that
going
point.
to.
Now we
you would
need
have only
tarp.
needed your own spit
and then
mask over there.
Mark Henry, you had him a part of it. You had The Godfather a part of it.
You're missing the best one,
Go for it.
Ron Simmons.
Yes, sir.
Well, Paul,
Damn.
yeah,
And D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo
Oh,
Brown.
D'Lo was there too. Yes.
Yep. So you had a whole team that was just good at talking, good at gimmicks, and drawing the crowd. I'm sorry, but MVP standing there trying to talk doesn't work. Bobby Lashley, no. And
He's only there because he's a producer, and they literally have nobody else to fill that spot.
and Shelton Benjamin, damn.
Most underutilized person in that whole company besides Cesaro. How Shelton Benjamin wasn't WWE champion at some point is like mind-boggling.
No, I agree with that.
That dude's more athletic than almost anybody besides like maybe Ricochet.
Well, especially look at how well he was he started with Brock Lesnar. Him and Lesnar were in the NCAA together.
yeah, they were roommates in college.
Yeah, so
That's right.
he definitely should have been there. I mean, the team that he did with Charlie Haas, the stuff that he did with Kurt Angle.
I just don't think they need to try to form a new Nation of Domination. Why copy something that you're not going to fill those shoes? The writers have got to stop that.
That's like trying to make a new DX. That ain't gonna ever happen.
Exactly.
No. You can't bring China back.
Speaking of Shelton, has anybody ever taken a better super kick?
No. No.
I got Shade. I don't think Shade has sat up once in that couch watching because he's rolling on just about everything we're saying over. That's our guest in studio.
Oh, if he has a mic, man, it'd be all over.
I know, and he's trying. He's biting it. His lip is going to be bleeding by the time this show's over. Because can you turn give me the small mic? Give me the small camera here. I want everybody to see that. There you go. See, there he is. He's biting his lip. He's trying. He's got so much he wants to say with everything we're talking about. But he's been good, and he's holding his tongue. By the way,
Literally.
Chief brought up Sean and Kurt Hennig from the AWA days as a match for Sean.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's a
For
throwback
the
match.
people that don't know, the AWA was, Showboat was home here, the West Coast home for AWA for many years.
Yep.
Went to pretty much all those matches.
Next topic.
Mustafa Ali.
Thank you. That's
returned to TV with no mention of the hacker, and there has been no mention of the hacker. So did it just disappear?
I was going to read that, but then I saw a message pop in from Chief regarding Shade, and I kind of just threw me off.
Chief says, "Shut up."
Yes.
Just letting it go.
Just letting it go. But yeah, so now we got Ali over on Raw. So the hacker seems to have been caught or squashed or whatever on SmackDown.
Stomped.
They had like a good thing going with that. They could have turned it into like a pretty decent like gimmick and reveal maybe, but maybe they're holding it off until there's a crowd.
Till the election.
If he comes out as a Russian guy.
Boris Zukov.
Please ring the bell.
Next
Donald
topic.
Esky.
We touched on this before. Stephanie McMahon announced Asuka and Sasha Banks to settle the Raw Women's title situation on Raw next week. Ziggler, though, gets a rematch.
Does anybody care?
Exactly. That's why I was like, I don't want to ring the bell on that
What
one.
stipulation? I mean,
Could McIntyre come up with?
One hand behind her back. Foot tied behind her back.
We already know it's going to be a Claymore to the face on multiple levels.
But here's the thing. Do we really need to see Ziggler in another match? I mean, why is, again, bodies being available, all the taping storyline, I get all of that. But why? He had his chance. He made his case at Extreme Rules as to why he should get a match for bringing him Drew back, blah, 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 blah. Do we really need 2.0 for this match?
no, especially when you have Drew win clean like
Yeah.
it was. If there was a controversy or something, and I say they don't stretch out the storylines, but they are stretching out the wrong ones.
Oh, yeah.
That that have no relevance to why you're stretching this storyline out. It's like, okay, you lost Claymore, 1, 2, 3, clean.
And especially with the rumor mill being that they're supposed to be building a story between McIntyre and Orton for SummerSlam.
Do we even want to see that belt go to Orton again?
No, it's just to put McIntyre over a little more, have him take down Randy Orton.
But there's so many guys in the back that can be given an opportunity.
I don't think there's a lot of guys in the
Who
back
else is
right
going to
now.
draw more than Randy Orton, though?
Chief asks, what about Bobby Roode?
I rest my case.
The problem is you've got limited talent because a lot of them
Right.
have either become ill, tested,
Yeah.
positive, or don't want to be there. I don't know if anybody else saw it online, but the person that's been gone for a while has been jacked, and that's Roman Reigns.
yes.
He spends all his time at the gym, apparently.
I think
'cause
he's
Jesus.
I think he's sitting next to Dwayne and saying who can outdo who right now. Because
Well, did you see this picture of Rusev that he put out?
Yeah.
He looks jacked too. He's really thinned down too. I mean, listen. he's
Sponsored by Barry Bonds.
Send your comments to.
That's coming up later, too.
By the way,
It is.
Thomas Burnett mentioned that Bobby Roode is stuck in Canada. That's why we haven't seen him. So, next topic.
Does anybody care?
Blame Canada.
Who killed Kenny?
They can keep him, actually.
So, what was the social media trend that you were trying to talk about
Yes.
on here, Matt?
Man, I had to run off in the middle of that. But there is a hashtag going around, Naomi deserves better. Since the karaoke thing, they said like she deserves like better treatment. But Booker T got on his podcast and it was like the hell with social media trends, no hashtag, go out in the ring and prove
Earn it.
yourself, earn your spot.
Right.
Well, a couple things on that is the whole turn of, oh my God, my brain is fried.
It's catchy, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. I'm sitting next to you. But she fan favorite.
Contagious.
She was a fan favorite. Marine.
Oh, Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans. She was a fan favorite. Now she's a heel all of a sudden. From this past
Yeah,
week.
because also she attacked Naomi
Yeah.
in the karaoke.
Exactly. But she was getting over
As a
as
a
you know,
face.
a mother, an ex-marine, as a face,
Yep.
and then change, and then Naomi. I guess ever since is she going to be over at Cat's Meow or what?
If they ever open again.
Yeah,
Jeez. Well, according to an article I read yesterday, they are open because they can still serve food even though they got docked.
yeah.
Assuming they are back in the guidelines.
I'll tell you what happens.
Yeah,
I was going to
say-
say. I'm just telling you what I read, man. It was a story written by Abe Lincoln. So,
Let's
can only
question
trust
to you,
the source.
Scott. Scott,
What?
question for you.
Yes.
Bailey drops the belt. Who do you think should have a title shot at SmackDown?
Their talent is ever since Charlotte's gone and Becky's gone, they really, really need to make that phone call. And I can tell you it's not going to happen until after August 21st. Because congratulations, Daga and Tessa.
Are they adopting a dog?
No, but they're becoming,
There's a rumor of a pay-per-view August 30th.
yeah.
Just saying.
Screw over the honeymoon. We're going to Disney World.
We're going to ride Space Mountain. Woo!
Wow.
Is that better?
I have a boot.
All right, next topic. Why don't you talk about that one, Matt?
Alrighty.
The one in 1994.
On this day in 1994, Vince McMahon was acquitted on 2 counts of steroid distribution and 1 count of conspiracy to distribute steroids.
Happy anniversary, Vince.
He's not going to like us much anymore, is he?
He never did.
So, well, no, they approved the video the other day. They took the veil
I think
off
that
of
came from Triple H.
the YouTube. Well, that's okay.
Thoughts count anywhere 1, WWE 0.
Exactly.
Wind
That's
up
very
the
good.
pitch.
Very good. Next topic. Let's see. We talked about the Titan games. Well, no, you know what? So the next bullet point refers back to the one that wasn't finished.
Yes.
That's what I did then.
That's that cut and paste doesn't work very well. We're having way too-
Let's go. What's that? Oh, there you go. There's a picture of everything that was going on at that time. So even Hulk still looked good at that time. All right. Next topic. Did I say next topic?
Yes, you did.
I did. Okay. AJ Styles' Mount Rushmore consists of who, Scott?
Flair, Hogan, Fez, and Andre, and I'm cool with that. I've always said Flair. Mm-hmm. You know, Hogan, because not that he was a good wrestler, because he sucked, but just the publicity and the fan favorites.
Sure,
and
Say your prayers, eat your vitamins.
exactly.
That's right.
Thez, I've known Lou since he was president of CAC,
Okay.
and Andre.
He
Man.
should be on everybody's. I don't see why everybody doesn't put Andre the Giant on. Anyway, the guy was an attraction.
wonder of the world.
Yeah, I mean, he was an attraction, always sold out. He was an attraction. He's what led to Brock Lesnar being able to be brought back as an attraction kind of guy.
Yeah, because if people don't know, in the we'll call it our generation, the old days. Yeah.
Pound sign old.
Yeah.
Here, let me
pound
put my
sign.
teeth. Let me put my teeth in a
Thanks.
glass jar.
I thought that was
Wow.
Sorry, someone don't know what a hashtag is. Sorry, I'll say that.
That's the pound sign.
Yeah, the tic-tac-toe board.
The tic-tac-toe board.
But realistically, during the Christmas, November, December, when wrestling, people were off doing holiday stuff, all the promoters would clamor to book Andre, and they would always have their battle royals.
Mm-hmm.
And because they knew he would sell tickets, he didn't even have to win the battle royal, and 90% of the time he didn't. But realistically, he put butts in seats.
Look, and we know the biggest thing that he could have done in his career was when he allowed Hogan to body slam him.
Yeah.
If that was not the typical passing of the torch from one generation to another, I don't know what will ever represent it. But, that place, the roof blew off.
If
when
you ever
he
heard the
slammed
documentary and stuff in Hogan's interviews,
Right.
he said, up until me picking him up, I didn't know if he was going to let me do it or not.
him. Yes.
Yeah.
That's-
Even like
yeah.
pinning him, he's like, I don't know if it's going to let me do it or not.
Yeah.
So they're kind of just doing that on the fly.
Yeah,
Well,
crazy.
Also on that documentary, Vince talking about how much pain Andre was literally in that
Yeah.
nobody knew about.
That's right.
And that he wasn't drinking just to drink. He was drinking because he was in so much pain that man couldn't stand.
Well, if you remember that WrestleMania,
Yeah.
they even though the ring was, quite a distance from the locker room, that is the reason why they had the little golf cart rings that brought him and Heenan, who, by the way, to me, Heenan needs to be on that Mount Rushmore because not only was he a wrestler,
One
behind the
hell of a
camera,
manager.
Commentator.
He covered all the
We should do a Mount Rushmore of just wrestling personalities, and I think Heenan would be on the list as a personality.
easily. But when you
How
think
about the
about
Grand Wizard of Wrestling?
Yeah.
How about that name?
Seems like everybody's is Hogan and Flair, and the other two are up for interpretation.
yeah,
Stone Cold is always up there too for a lot of people.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, Chief mentions in there Haystacks Calhoun. Then came Andre. The attraction sells tickets.
Yeah,
Haystacks
very
Calhoun,
true.
That's another great name too. All right, next topic. All right, let's. What do we got? We got about 9
Dino
minutes
Danelli
left.
sold tickets because he's in our chat room too.
What did he?
But normally we just skip over it.
Yeah, but
Matt-
this is important.
Yes, this is
pretty good.
important
This
for the
is
Las
good.
Vegas
for the local guy.
Yes,
Las Vegas favorite Chris Bay won the X Division title at Slammiversary,
Right on.
beating Willie Mack.
another Las Vegas favorite.
Another
Yes,
Las
sir.
Vegas guy.
Good for them. Good
Yep.
for Chris.
Absolutely, both of them.
Also from the next topic, also from Slammiversary.
The Good Brothers, Heath Slater, Eric Young, EC3, and during the next Impact tapings, Kurt Hawkins all made their debuts for Impact. Apparently, they all don't like money very much.
Yeah, because if Heath Slater's looking to pay for his kids, he ain't getting it from Impact.
He needs a second job.
More like 3.
Well,
Next.
they paid. Don't.
He needs to set up the ring, as well as do a commentary.
Drive the truck.
Oh my.
Will he be
goodness.
watching a football game during commentary?
Oh, you stole my line.
Hey, Josh Matthews did.
What is Josh Matthews going to do during commentary when there's no football?
Might actually have to watch the ring.
Try
Yeah,
to
might
actually
actually-
announce the match.
I think I'm off his Christmas card list.
Oh well.
For those
me
who
if I
really,
care.
for those who care, the Jericho Cruise.
Can
has
you
been
afford the
postponed.
stamps?
The Jericho
Due to
Cruise.
COVID.
I have told these two individuals, Cage Boy over here, and
Wow, Cage Boy.
yeah.
Now you've been reduced to
But I have told Jason and Matt, I'll give them kudos. I have told them the
Why
Jericho
don't you
Cruise.
just say Beavis and Butthead? There you go.
You said it, not me.
hashtag Beavis and Butthead TCA right here,
Pound
ladies and gentlemen. Pound sign.
Pound
That's our
sign
new-
your butthead.
The Jericho Cruise, I think you guys really should go on that. I think you guys would have a blast. I love cruises, and You
There will
guys
be
are
a GoFundMe next week.
yeah for 2021.
Yep.
Well, let's talk to Jericho. Maybe we can do a live remote from there.
Thoughts
Somehow.
count anywhere? Power Play Sports?
That's right.
Sure.
Go Live Vegas is on the high seas.
Who's going to get sick first?
Seth Rollins, apparently.
Hey, there we are.
There you go. Oh my goodness! Oh, by the way, Cage Boy is getting fan favorite messages in the chat
Yeah,
room.
but
by the
don't
way.
forget who else he liked.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's. Thomas, you just lost credibility, my friend.
You just gained some, actually.
Oh, no. Thomas first
Oh my
dogged me,
goodness!
then he now says he likes. So
Yeah.
Ring the bell, please. Thank you.
We have fickle fans.
Cody, yeah, we do. Cody's mystery opponent tonight. We should know right before the show tonight.
I haven't actually seen it, but
Don't say the results, please. I'm waiting.
Well,
for
it's
3
hours?
days. For 3 days.
It's allegedly.
Okay.
We don't know that for sure, but there's rumors. Might be
Trying to
Zack
look it up
Ryder.
right now.
I thought you were going to say it was our guest that's sitting here watching.
Well, that's why
I
it's
think
a
he
rumor.
would be somewhere else right now.
That's why it's only a rumor. You never know who will show up. All right, let's go to the pop culture before we run out of time.
Is there popcorn? Oh, it's on the back page.
Yes, page
You're
2.
saving page. Okay, I'll take number 1 because I am so.
Yeah, you went off.
I went off the rails on this one. For everyone who knows me and my business, I want my employees and I want the stores closed on Thanksgiving. That is a family day. I don't care. The workers at Walmart, anybody that works retail, they are busting their ass for the next 30 days through Christmas. Give them some time with their family. Bottom line, wait, drop the mic. Or keys, whatever it is.
So now will you allude to what the story is? Now that you've
Yes,
said that?
Walmart is closing on Thanksgiving. Finally, they smartened up.
Well, for many years, none of these stores were open on
Right.
Thursdays.
And it's been like 25 years because they put it in some, news thing that I don't believe. But they basically said that they're going to close on Thanksgiving. They should. Let them people enjoy their families.
I totally agree, but I have a line in my head regarding the next day after Thanksgiving, what that is traditionally called as a shopping day. And I say this with all due respect and love to our guest in studio.
If that gets canceled next, I'm going to die laughing.
You know what? Send your comments to Aaron
Sorry,
at
brother,
thoughtscountanywhere.com. Wow.
But wait, I didn't say everything.
You like to?
No.
Go ahead.
Should I put the belt on the floor now? No, but listen. The next petition. Yeah, you want to come up and say something, please.
Say something, please.
But seriously, is that going to be something else now with our culture being what it is, and we have to change?
Well, first of
but-
all, what you're alluding
Sorry,
to, and
I
I'll
just-
put it out there.
It's-
What
no,
you're
I-
what you're alluding to is people referring to the day after Thanksgiving as Black Friday. Black Friday in history, I'm scared,
And Cyber Monday.
is
So let's
actually
he's giving him a mic now.
That's
That's a hot mic now.
The
you're
reason it was called Black Friday is when
getting. We're still
retailers
tangled. Oh, there you go.
were actually out of the red,
Right.
and in the books they were into the black, which
The
means
accounting
the
stuff,
accounting stuff.
You're
Red and
making a
black.
profit.
Yeah, you're making a profit because of the extra sales during the holidays. That is what the true meaning is. So if you want to take it the wrong way, that's your prerogative, and you're going to get your you-know-what kicked on the way out the door. I'm just saying.
A lot of people take a lot of stuff the wrong way nowadays.
Well, but
so-
it's just a crazy
Shade.
Listen,
Shade for
Go ahead,
being
Shade.
an African-American gentleman.
The
that you
microphone
are.
is yours, sir.
The
With
floor
all
is
due
yours.
respect,
Let's
you're
pop
very
it.
respected.
let's put the. First of all, let me tell our
You didn't
audience.
say that with a straight face. That's awful.
Let me tell our audience that we're going to end up going over because it's already almost just about 9 o'clock. So our audience.
Why are you standing above him on a casting couch? Is what I don't want to know.
That looks so wrong.
Yeah, it did.
My
And he
account
turned-
number is.
Go fund me.
Shade's going to go on the cruise now before any one of us, by the way.
It's a double cabin.
All right, can we put the camera on Shade? So let's give Shade some love there. Go ahead, man. Your mic is on. You're on camera, dude.
Personally, Black Friday means for me to stay home and eat leftovers. That's what I do. I wait until Monday and hop on Amazon and blow all my paycheck
there you go.
all
Cyber
within
Monday,
5
right?
minutes.
That's-
And you purchase at powerplaysportscards.com.
I do, and you can see them at the Boulevard Mall
2 stores away from.
versus Pro Studios. Where I'm at
There
every
you
day,
go.
1 o'clock till 7 p.m.
Here's
Except
the
for
softball.
tonight.
Hit it.
Except for tonight.
Except for tonight.
You got time off for good behavior.
The mall's closed already. We're only open 11 to 7.
No, but he.
It's
but
after
to get
7.
here, but he got
But
here.
my wing is open till 11.
That's right.
I found out.
And
I'm not going to be there at 11.
Exactly.
He's like, Les don't get no ideas.
I'm wondering when you're after 6:30, but
I was like, all right, then I have
man.
to start cleaning, guys. Let's go.
But he was here at 6:30, so he had to leave there early. He had to get permission.
Don't
to
rat
go
him
there,
out like
presume.
that.
Wow, man.
I didn't even
It was
rat out
granted.
Jason
It
for
was
closing
granted.
early.
Wes Logan granted me. It's all right.
See, my boss is right here, so I can actually leave early if I want to.
That, unless he speaks otherwise.
Oh, he tells me to stay.
You
I'll
closed
stay.
the store early?
Oh,
We're going to have a talk after this.
Okay.
All right. Well, first of all, let me tell our audience it is after 8 o'clock here in the Pacific time
So
zone.
sorry.
And which means we're going to go over a few minutes because we still haven't finished pop culture yet. So the Fiend will have to wait on his red lights to give us the cue. So we're gonna beg for a couple of more minutes to finish
Hey,
the show
Aaron.
somehow. Yes, sir.
Shade may need to answer this. The chief told you to shut up.
Look here, Chief.
I said that a few minutes ago.
2 words.
Yeah,
I will.
that came in before. Okay, let's finish off with the last couple of topics and then say goodbye. Baseball season starts tomorrow, 60-game schedule. Scott and I have had an opportunity to talk about this past Saturday on the shows we were doing. So, guys, I want to get your input. Shade, if you're a baseball guy and you want to share in on this, please feel free to. 60 games, baseball season starts tomorrow. What's your thoughts on the 60-game season?
Finally.
I'm just
Okay.
glad to see some kind of live sports.
Okay.
Always been a big baseball fan. I want to see what Aaron Judge does, finally healthy.
Tired of playing PlayStation for sports.
It's kind of smart the Cubs were selling like rooftop seats in like different places.
Right. They're getting huge money for those seats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like $300 and something a piece.
Normally they're about 100 and a quarter. They're getting $375 for them.
Why not? If you want to hear what Scott and I had to say about that, watch last week's Our House, Our Voice, or Power Play Sports Collectible Show, and you'll hear our thoughts on it. Basically, it sucks. But anyway, San Diego Comic-Con.
Matt, take this away.
I'm still bitter about this. I shouldn't even be on the show tonight. I should be packing for San Diego because we usually go every year.
You're not
But
bitter.
now
You're not
it's-
too bitter about that, are you?
Very. Now Comic-Con's like they're doing Comic-Con at homes. Basically, you can buy all the exclusives on our online stores, and all the panels will be on YouTube.
It is an autograph.
I'll be bitter until
Central.
Sunday.
Autograph Central
Sucks.
for Comic Con.
There you go.
That's all it is.
Yeah. No worries.
Last year I came home with like 350 autographs.
I can
Met the
get-
whole Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cast. And
You got a couple here. Shade will sign. I can give you one. Guys can all sign if you want an autograph.
You can get my stuff from storefrontier.com
There you go.
/theshade.
Just saying.
I was thinking there might be another site that you like.
No, stop. No.
plug your OnlyFans.
He said it.
People have asked if I have an OnlyFans account. I still get asked that. I don't.
Not anymore.
Under that name.
Sorry, Chief.
Yeah, he spells it on that site, capital D, capital A, Shade, where everything else it's capital D, small a, capital Shade, right? So-
Well, it's a small something, but we can figure it out.
Oh, jeez.
Where everything gets shadier.
Oh, my God. I don't even know if I can follow up with the last topic that we had on.
No, we're done.
Raiders, no fans expected. NFL, there's a half a dozen stadiums that'll have no fans, regardless of the team you're following, Scott. But the NFL did approve and will allow fans if teams want to have them in there. So,
But owner of the Raiders
Leave it
said
to the
no.
Raiders.
I know Raiders had fans still.
yeah. So, anyway, all right. Shade, you've experienced one heck of a show tonight being in studio.
All I know is we.
That's exactly right. All right. No sense in talking about final thoughts,
Nope.
ladies and gentlemen.
Nope.
Just turn the lights on red. The Fiend is coming in the house. For Jason, for Matt, for Scott, for Aaron E., our guest, DeShade in studio, I'm Aaron P. We'll see you next week if they allow us back on the air for Thoughts Count Anywhere next Wednesday. Saturday, though, I'll give a quick plug. 8 a.m. Power Play Sports Collectible Show right here. 10 a.m. Scott and I continue Our House, Our Voice show. 12 o'clock, Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. Tune in on Saturday. Have a great week, everybody. Be happy, be healthy, be safe. And why should we be kind to each other? Because
We're all we got.
have a great week, everybody. See you next time.
Peace and chicken grease.
What's up, guys? This is Jeff Cobb. Be sure to listen to my favorite wrestling show, Thoughts Count Anywhere, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on Go Live Vegas.
Looking to advertise your small business at a low cost? Do you need your commercial designed or actually produced for you? Advertise on two of the hottest shows on the internet, Power Play Sports Collectibles and Thoughts Count Anywhere. Both shows with getting over 40,000 views per week for only one low cost. For more information, please email info